a little bit sceptical about coming out to a course which was obviously not in the UK, and you weren't able to meet anybody face to face before you went on the course to make the decision to do that. But actually it was fantastic because we got to chat to Toby, the course director, on Skype. He was available on the telephone, and there was so much information available. So yeah, that fear or worry went away pretty quickly once we started to look into it. Before I started the course, I still am working as a digital director in a PR firm just outside of London. I wanted to do my personal training qualification for possibility in the future of doing something a bit more flexible to work around with the children. Spend a lot of time in front of a desk, in front of a computer screen, doing what I'm doing at the minute, and I think I really need to start to think about what do I do, what can I start doing that I really love, and I think this has got to be it. I chose EPTI for a couple of reasons. I looked into lots of different options for this course, and there's tons of companies that provide it. One, the location. I know this area, my parents live nearby, and it is absolutely stunning. I thought training outside was going to be fantastic, and all the information I could find about the course was just really comprehensive. It was really competitively priced for what we get for this qualification. It was really reasonable, so yeah, there was no competition really. So in terms of the learning and the online learning aspect, there's a heck of a lot of content. I think I was quite surprised when I first got sent everything through from Toby and logged on. I thought, wow, there's sort of 7 different modules. There's just such a wealth of information in all of those. But actually, once you start working through it, you've got the manuals, which are massive. Don't try and print them out, and all the videos that you can work through as well. It takes it through in a really systematic, clear, and concise manner. So it seemed overwhelming at first, but actually, once you got into it, it followed quite a nice pattern. Toby may as well have been in the living room with us, to be honest. He was completely available at all times. He was coming back to me at sort of 11 o'clock at night. I was trying to fit all the study time into when either the children nap or the children go to bed, and thought I'll have to probably wait until the next day to hear back, but he came back on everything so quickly. It was just, yeah, it was faultless. So the practical content of the course has been fantastic. It's been really varied. I think every day we've done something completely different. So yeah, it's been exciting. There's been no 2 days that have been the same, so you're never bored. Knackering. It's been really knackering, but it's been really good fun. The organisation of the course has been brilliant. We had the 2 trainers that sort of took us through all of the theoretical bit at the start, but the support has been fantastic, and if there was anything that I was worried that I was unsure about on the gym floor before I came, all of that's now completely gone through their support, so it's been great. I think physically, for the 2 weeks, it is challenging. I think I probably wouldn't at home train kind of 12 days on the trot. With no rest day, but it's been great. I think that was one of my worries, I suppose, before I came out here, that I didn't know the standard that everybody would be. My training hasn't been focusing on resistance and weights work, and actually I've really enjoyed that aspect of it, so I feel like I've learnt a lot. In terms of the tutors, to be honest, their knowledge is surpassed anything I'd expected. It's really clear that they've come from kind of an academic background with sports science as a foundation to this. So it's been amazing to have full access to them for the last 2 weeks, and feel like I've really kind of utilised their knowledge to build upon what we've learnt through the online learning. Apartments have been fine, everything's clean, it's got everything that you need. Washing machine's been a godsend, but yeah, it's been really lovely. We haven't fully used all of the facilities, I don't think. There's a spa that we've got access to over the road that we haven't been able to get to yet, but no, the apartments have been big enough for the 3 people that are sharing, great facilities in the kitchen. I don't think we could want for any more really. It's not a massive gym, but actually for the purpose of what we've been doing, it's been quite nice, because as you're moving around in pairs, you can kind of see what everybody else is doing, and again, from a learning perspective, it's been really good. It's not so big that if people are off down one end, you've got no idea what they're up to. So they've got everything that we needed. They've got a nice range of all of the weights, so you're not walking into a gym where it's only about heavy weights, and it's not catering for some of the maybe slightly smaller girls or ladies that are on the course. So no, I think it's been fantastic. I think having the classroom on the ground floor, and then just being able to nick from the classroom with the guys on the sports science piece straight upstairs to the gym floor to try it out for yourself has been really, really useful. So the benefits of the residential, I think 2 weeks without the children, that's been a massive bonus. It's a really intense fortnight, and actually doing it with like-minded people I think makes the experience much more manageable. I think if you were potentially not staying with everybody, there's a lot of things that you could, at the end of sort of an 8-hour day where you've been absolutely beasted in the gym, you've taken in a lot of information, to go home and then for that just to be in your own mind, it's quite a lot to work through. But actually if you're in a flat with 2 or 3 other like-minded people, you can talk it through. Everybody's in the same boat and everybody's been really like-minded I think on the course, so where one person's had a question or an issue, they've been able to talk about it. It's been really useful, it's been great. The student PT clinic I think was really useful to have that first, well, to get that first PT client out the way, so any of those nerves or the apprehension of doing it with somebody who we haven't been living with for the last 2 weeks. It was great. The lady that I had was super friendly, and actually I was probably more worried about it than I needed to be. And doing it sort of the evening before, or a couple of evenings before the practical assessment was a massive confidence booster, and I think made me feel much more comfortable about going into the assessment and having the outcome that I wanted. In terms of skills taken away, I think practically there've been a lot of the training methodology that I hadn't come across before, the supersets and the trisets. It's not how I would have trained in the gym myself previously, so that's been really useful. Again, we've done the boot camps on the beach and working in small groups and some of the other modules. Group training, again, it's not something that I would have had that experience before, but I think it's given me the confidence and actually a bit of a drive to bring that into what I want to do next, because that's been, surprisingly for me, the thing that I've enjoyed the most on this. I think the course has been a really good investment for me. I've had a fantastic 2 weeks. I'd pay the same amount for a great holiday to meet a bunch of people like the guys that I've met here. I think from a personal confidence perspective, it's been fantastic. It's really given me lots more confidence, A, in my own training, and B, just thinking about what I want to do going forward. So yeah, it's been a huge investment for me. I know that the Business Supremacy course is something that we've got access to, having now done the PT Diploma. Over the past couple of months while we've been doing the study for this, I've seen content being added to that all the time. I think I've kind of focused on what I've needed to learn for my exam, so I haven't really utilised that fully yet, but absolutely I think when I get back that's going to be something that I'll start trawling through next. Probably fair to say that the course has exceeded expectations. Partly down, I think, to the group of people that we've had. I think I've made some really good friends here, and hopefully friends for a long time. As I said, the online learning probably should have given me a bit of a clue that it was going to be a really fantastically well-run course, and that it was going to be really in-depth. But I think I've been really surprised from the off and have a newfound respect for the trainers and the instructors that are on the gym floor at home, because I had no idea quite the level and the depth of understanding that they had to go through to get this certification. I feel like the course has given me everything that I need to go home and to, if I wanted to get straight into this. I think the reality for me is I've got a bit more time working in PR, but it's absolutely something that I want to do on the side. Friends and family at home that have said, you know, when you've qualified, I'd love you to train me. So I think I'm going to start small, sort out my web presence and my social presence, and then just sort of see how that side of the business grows over time.